In this podcast episode, Ahmed Fouad Alkhatib shares his deeply personal story and insights on the ongoing conflict between Israel and Hamas. He discusses the tragic loss of his family members due to airstrikes, his journey from Gaza to the United States, and his vision for a peaceful future. The conversation touches on various themes, including the complexities of the conflict, the role of Hamas, and the potential for a new Palestinian governance model. Ahmed begins by recounting the devastating impact of the conflict on his family, revealing that he has lost 31 family members due to 3 separate airstrikes. He expresses his confusion and grief over their deaths, emphasizing the senselessness of the violence. Ahmed's personal narrative serves as a reminder of the human cost of war, illustrating how the conflict has torn apart families and communities. He reflects on the emotional toll of losing loved ones and the struggle to understand the reasons behind such tragedies. Despite the overwhelming grief, Ahmed emphasizes his desire for peace. He believes that the cycle of violence must end, and he is committed to advocating for a future where Palestinians can live in dignity and security. His personal experiences fuel his passion for change as he seeks to transform the narrative surrounding the Palestinian struggle and promote a message of coexistence. The conversation shifts to the role of Hamas in the conflict. Ahmed argues that Hamas has squandered opportunities for peace and has become a significant obstacle to Palestinian self-determination. He critiques the organization's leadership and its failure to prioritize the well-being of the Palestinian people. Ahmed believes that Hamas's actions have ultimately served the interests of the Israeli government, allowing it to justify its military actions and maintain control over Palestinian territories. Ahmed also highlights the changing perceptions of Hamas among the Palestinian population. He notes that many people in Gaza are increasingly disillusioned with the group, recognizing that its strategies have led to more suffering rather than liberation. This shift in sentiment presents an opportunity for new leadership and governance models that prioritize the needs of the people over ideological battles. Throughout the discussion, Ahmed emphasizes the complexity of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. He acknowledges that both sides have experienced trauma and loss, and he calls for a nuanced understanding of the situation. Ahmed argues that simplistic narratives often fail to capture the realities on the ground, leading to further polarization and misunderstanding. He advocates for a more comprehensive approach that considers the historical context and the diverse perspectives of those affected by the conflict. Ahmed also addresses the role of external actors, particularly Iran, in exacerbating tensions in the region. He argues that Iran's support for groups like Hamas complicates efforts for peace and stability. By framing the conflict as a broader geopolitical struggle, Ahmed underscores the need for a multifaceted approach to resolving the issues at hand. As the conversation progresses, Ahmed outlines his vision for a new governance model in Gaza. He believes that the current leadership structures are inadequate and that a fresh approach is necessary to address the needs of the population. Ahmed envisions a governance system that prioritizes development, stability, and the well-being of the people. He argues that empowering local communities and fostering democratic processes are essential steps toward achieving lasting peace. Ahmed's proposal includes the establishment of an internationally run airport in Gaza, which he believes could facilitate economic growth and improve the quality of life for residents. He sees this initiative as a way to demonstrate that a peaceful and prosperous future is possible, even in the face of ongoing challenges. By focusing on practical solutions, Ahmed aims to inspire hope and encourage a shift away from violence and extremism. The discussion also delves into the broader societal impacts of war on the Palestinian population. Ahmed highlights the psychological toll of living in a conflict zone where fear and uncertainty are constant companions. He emphasizes the importance of addressing mental health issues and providing support for those affected by trauma. Ahmed believes that healing and reconciliation are crucial components of any peace process. Moreover, Ahmed points out the economic devastation caused by the ongoing conflict. He discusses the dire humanitarian situation in Gaza, where basic necessities are scarce and the economy is in shambles. This economic instability further fuels resentment and desperation, making it difficult for individuals to envision a peaceful future. Ahmed argues that addressing these underlying issues is essential for fostering a sustainable peace. Education emerges as a key theme in Ahmed's vision for the future. He believes that empowering the next generation through education is vital for breaking the cycle of violence. Ahmed advocates for educational initiatives that promote critical thinking, tolerance, and understanding among young people. He sees education as a powerful tool for fostering a culture of peace and coexistence. Ahmed also emphasizes the need for educational programs that challenge extremist ideologies. He argues that providing young people with alternative narratives and perspectives can help counteract the influence of radical groups. By equipping the youth with the skills and knowledge to engage in constructive dialogue, Ahmed hopes to create a more informed and resilient society. Throughout the podcast, Ahmed stresses the importance of dialogue in resolving the conflict. He believes that open communication between Israelis and Palestinians is essential for building trust and understanding. Ahmed advocates for initiatives that bring people together to share their experiences and perspectives, fostering empathy and compassion. He acknowledges the challenges of initiating such dialogues, particularly in the current climate of fear and mistrust. However, Ahmed remains optimistic about the potential for change. He believes that by creating safe spaces for conversation, individuals can begin to bridge the divides that have long separated them. Ahmed also discusses the role of the international community in supporting peace efforts. He argues that external actors must take a more active role in facilitating dialogue and promoting reconciliation. Ahmed believes that the international community has a responsibility to hold both sides accountable for their actions and to advocate for the rights and dignity of all people affected by the conflict. He calls for increased support for humanitarian initiatives that address the immediate needs of the Palestinian population. By prioritizing humanitarian assistance and development projects, the international community can help create the conditions necessary for lasting peace. The conversation touches on the challenge of extremism and radicalization within both Palestinian and Israeli societies. Ahmed acknowledges that extremist ideologies can thrive in environments of fear and insecurity. He emphasizes the need for both sides to confront their own radical elements and to work towards a more inclusive and tolerant society. Ahmed believes that addressing the root causes of extremism is essential for achieving peace. He argues that both Palestinians and Israelis must recognize the humanity of one another and work towards a shared future. By fostering a culture of understanding and respect, Ahmed hopes to create a foundation for lasting peace. As the podcast concludes, Ahmed reflects on the future of Palestinian identity. He believes that the Palestinian people must engage in a process of self-discovery and reflection to define their identity in a way that transcends the conflict. Ahmed envisions a Palestinian identity that embraces diversity, inclusivity, and a commitment to peace. He argues that this redefined identity can serve as a powerful force for change, inspiring future generations to pursue a path of reconciliation and coexistence. By fostering a sense of pride in their heritage and a commitment to building a better future, Ahmed believes that the Palestinian people can overcome the challenges they face.